So you have some questions about Wealthfront and their high interest savings account or checking account technically. To kick off my review series, I had to start with Wealthfront. And if you're here, I'm sure you're questioning whether or not it's worth it to put your money into it and whether or not it's a reliable source of investing. I'm going to answer those questions for you. People usually refer to Wealthfront as a savings account, but technically it's so much more than that. And to set the record straight, to be on the technical side, Wealthfront actually doesn't have a savings account. It just has a high interest checking account. People just use it as a savings account because historically Wealthfront pays way more than a traditional bank. And that brings me to my next point. Wealthfront technically isn't a bank at all. It partners with a number of banks to bring you a lot of the banking services that it currently does. So exactly what is Wealthfront? Well, Wealthfront is an online portfolio manager. It partners with banks so it can bring you a lot of the amenities, but its primary business is to manage your portfolio for investing. I'm going to start with some of its banking benefits because Wealthfront has some of the lowest fees in the industry as far as for banking and investing. It only costs $1 to open. There's no minimum fees, no balance requirements, no stop payment fees. Even the debit card is free, and there also isn't any overdraft fees as well. As amazing as that is as a bank, if you have a larger sum of money, Wealthfront is going to do two things for you. Instead of the traditional $250,000 FDIC insurance level, they're going to offer you insurance up to $1 million. The second thing is primarily the reason people use it for a savings account is because they often pay around 8 times the national average for their checking account. It wouldn't make sense to give a quote as far as the average that they're paying right now because there's no telling when you'll be watching this video. So it fluctuates all the time, but on average, it's usually 8 times. As an investor, you really can't ask for much more out of your bank than this. But what about the portfolio management part? This is primarily the reason that Wealthfront exists. They offer the banking services as a convenience and also a way to attract new clients. But Wealthfront really starts to shine when you see the organization that it has for its online portfolio management. What they're aiming to do is pretty much put your account on autopilot as far as for your investing, whether it's your bills, and pretty much have like a hands-off approach where you're just sitting behind the wheel watching everything work. I find it rather unique that Wealthfront shared its vision statement for its members on its website because that's actually really hard to find. I looked at several other of the larger banks around the country's websites and I didn't see a vision statement for its members. And I think that vision statement says a lot about the company and its vision for its members. I'm just going to read pretty much what the vision statement entails, and I think that'll give you a better idea of what kind of company you're dealing with. Our vision is to optimize the allocation of your money across accounts and put it to work effortlessly. Deposit your paycheck with Wealthfront and decide if you want us to automate the rest with the click of a button. Our software can top off your emergency fund, pay off your bills, and even invest the rest to help you meet your goals. We call this self-driving money. As for the hub of your money, the cash account is the cornerstone for this vision. We can't wait to show you more. And if you don't believe me, pause the video now, go to some of the larger banks, Chase, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, and find a vision statement for the members that the company has. I went and checked. All I saw was for credit cards and mortgage rates and nice pictures of people and stuff like that, but nothing that says, here's why we exist. Back to the services that Wealthfront has to offer. I just had to mention that because I found that absolutely phenomenal. As an investment portfolio manager, it's only right that Wealthfront offers IRAs, traditional Roth IRAs, 401ks, 529 college plans, but it also has some of the lowest fees in the industry. 0.25% advisory fees and 0.06 to 0.13% for fund management fees. One of my favorite features is the interactive markers that you can set to track your goals. Wealthfront will automatically move them for you as you deposit more money or as it automatically invests more money, but it helps you stay on track and you'll be able to adjust these markers to see how close you are or to speed it up if you end up putting less money in for a few months. And I found those markers really helpful. So I've always liked that interactive feature that they have on their site. I, like a lot of people, was attracted to Wealthfront primarily because of the high interest checking account that I was just simply going to use as a savings account. It wasn't until afterwards I started interacting with the website and doing more research that I realized that they're actually a really great bank as well. At first, I didn't care anything about that. I just chased for, okay, if my money's not doing anything and I'm going to park it, where can I get the most interest? And Wealthfront has always had attractive rates to do just that. In conclusion, whether or not you're using Wealthfront for banking or investing, there's no denying that Wealthfront had the consumer in mind and they made it easy and convenient. Prior to the pandemic, Wealthfront was offering rates of 2 to 3%, which made it absolutely foolish to put your money into a traditional bank. And that's pretty much why I got reeled in a little bit before the pandemic. It's not just Wealthfront's interest that's down right now. They're down across the board, but Wealthfront traditionally usually pays a little more. So I believe as things smooth out and we reach a more normal state, that Wealthfront will return to glory with those interest rates. I know I've said a lot of positive things about Wealthfront, but no, I'm not being paid, but I just highly believe in the company and I've been using it personally for quite some time now. And I believe some things just needed to be addressed as far as like reviewing it and the high interest savings account, aka checking account. If you're currently using Wealthfront or considering it, please let me know in the comments. Let me know what your favorite feature about Wealthfront or what attracted you to start using them in the first place. I highly recommend using Wealthfront. I'll put a link to the website. It's not an affiliate link, it's just a general link to the website in the description. That way you can check them out for yourself and go over a lot of the features that they have to offer and see if it's a great fit for you. Even though I'm a current Wealthfront user, a lot of research goes into making these videos. So if you found any value in this at all, please consider hitting the like button. It helps the YouTube algorithm and it helps the channel grow. I'll be doing a series of reviews on a lot of the giants in this area. So please consider subscribing as well if you'd like to see more of these. Thank you for your time. Happy investing. And until next time.